Happy silence. Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Force surrounding and he gets it on the DK. There's no
Jesus.
TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god. Get those apart. This is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
But this is a moon. Does he have enough damage? Did he miscalculate this?
no
way! Are you serious?
Tunnel dead. Right click, Happy. How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion. Trying to nuke, doesn't work. Step out.
On the composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt,
all the trees
is
go.
it. Perfect shockwave. You don't have much time. Shockwave. Here we go. One more right click. Lyn Guagua. Oh.
Greetings. Oh. There's the camera. Greetings and salutations, Warcraft fans, and welcome to the weekend. An early start, I suppose, into the weekend. Today, it is time for us to continue on with the B Cup 11. Only 3 days are left. We're in the final stages. We have only 6 players remaining. And after today, it's going to be only 4. I have quite a cough today, unfortunately, by the way. But hopefully that won't be too much of a problem. We see our bracket here. 1-0 and Sini facing off today, and Lyn and Moon. The 2 last Night Elves in the tournament. Alongside, I guess, also the last Orc. Sini here having a great performance in this tournament. Overperforming, playing way better than we thought he would be able to do. Yesterday, able to beat Focus with 4-1 was very impressive. Especially his talent playstyle seems like a very well-oiled machine, something that almost nobody else is playing these days. Now, today though, sorry, he's going up against 1-0, and their talents cannot really be utilized so well as we know. And without much further ado, we are getting ready for our first match of the day. Oh, our tool actually doesn't have the stats for this. They have played plenty of times against each other. In fact, I can show it to you here on War 3 Info. And it's been a very, very one-sided affair so far. Sini only ever got a single map against 1-0 back in 2018. In fact, they haven't played for 3 years, almost. Which is kind of crazy. But this is by far the best shape that Sini has ever been in. If there is a chance, it will be today. It will be in his current shape. 1-0 still coming into this as the favorite, though. That much has to be stated clearly. But also against Happy, Sini showed some really good games. Sini met Happy in the upper bracket, and there was able to get at least 1 map, which is easier said than done against Happy's matchup against Night Elf. One would assume that against 1-0, he's going to have better chances. This was for a long time the matchup where 1-0 was struggling quite a bit, where every other undead compared to Happy was doing a lot worse. And that, I think, should bode well for Sini. Yesterday, when we saw Moon play against Labby, we saw a lot of different heroes. Tavern heroes, Warden, Keeper, Demon. I imagine with Sini it's going to be a bit different. He loves Demon Hunter first. That's by far his best hero. He's been playing him for many, many years. And alongside that, I think one best play, Bear play, is the most likely. But we'll see if there's going to be some surprises in store. Thank you, by the way, Carson Cleaner with the resub says, Todd banned me for being silent. Okay. And Go Sid with the resub as well. Thank you very much. Demon Hunter starting off with a small camp here at the start. Ring of Protection is indeed his best item. Tanking up the demon is crucially important, especially for the late game. Immolation play, all the rage these days. Especially for early game creeping, really good. This item here, the cloak, not so much. And it's just very slow and methodical creeping up until this point. And now we're gonna poke a little bit. See if we can't get a few mana burns in. And 1-0 would love to find an early surround here. That's of course what Sini has to be careful about. Level 2, Undead Aggression into the Nile of base is a bit dangerous because the wisps can quickly be in trouble. If you lose too many, your tier 3 tech will be greatly delayed. So here we have the first test for Sini. How quick is he going to react? Pulled some wisps out of the main already, I like that. 1-0 finds an easy cancel here. One Moonwell quickly taken out. Not interested so far in trying to surround this Demon Hunter, apparently. Trying to get ahead of the archer. Oh! Somehow slips through. But I guess not for too long. Another Demon Hunter is surrounded. But with Immolation, he's fighting back. Oh, there's a wisp here. Money detonate, possibly. Forces the Skellies to retreat. All the mana now burned from the DK. And only a single archer died. Plus, I guess this wisp. Oh, didn't quite cancel in time. Demon is surrounded again, though. Immolation mana is running out. Nice saves on the ghouls. Oh, Hero Archer! Hero Archer! One kill. Maybe a second. Oh, another ghoul dies here. 2 ghouls lost against an archer and a TP. This trade does favor 1-0, but at least Sini got something in return. Demon are going to resume creeping right away. Ancient of War. Now slowly moving towards the next creep camp. Crystal Ball was checking, I don't know, somewhere else. 1-0, creeping the Tuskar. Getting closer to level 3. Oh, losing another ghoul to the creeps. This is 3 ghoul losses so far. A little bit of a sloppy early game for 1-0. Oh. But it is indeed level 3. Where the Demon Hunter is still lacking a bit. They're going for the Lich second, not Naga. We've been seeing lots of Naga lately, especially from Happy. And Sini's playing careful. Doesn't want to be caught out too far on the map. Now that he doesn't have a TP anymore. Alright, Demon level 3. Big heal potion. The Naga here in the middle is trying to make sure that 1-0 doesn't get away with anything too frisky. Alright, first big contest here in the middle. D-Miner wants to get the Invo Potion, and he picks it up right away. Taking quite a bit of damage here from the Coil Nova. Next coil is ready. Doesn't want to have to waste this potion so early. And when Zero claims the item, ooh, it's a big one. Robe of the Magi. This Lich is going to be very, very strong. A couple of days ago, when Happy played against Lyn on Twist Meadows, he had a Lich with like plus, how much was it? It was double, wait. I think it was double robe and mantle and circlets. I think he had like plus 18 int or something. That was pretty crazy. Still lost though, because Lyn's heroes were also completely out of control. This Lich indeed looking very strong. And still no real fight so far. Just mostly creeping. Up until now. Naga level 2. D-Miner has some really good items here. Just lacking a bit of health. Other than that, really nice. Once they're looking for the first big push. Frenzy's done. Destroyer is finished. Oh, and the moon is looking rough, by the way. Bear Master training not quite done yet. We also don't have Abolish. Coil Nova on the Bear. Right before the Master. Oh, that hurts so much. It just finished a second ago. This is the renowned 9-minute timing push. Something that some undeads aren't playing anymore these days. But 1-0 here busting it out. Having a very strong attack. D-Miner now finally turning on Immolation. That should have been perhaps a little bit earlier. D-Miner still pretty strong. Has the Invo Potion. DK gets a coil in. The mana burn there was certainly lagging. There's still bears fighting. Surprisingly, there's no destroyer this whole time. And for now, Sini is kind of holding. Supply fairly even. But now, he's hurt. There's not much healing left. No moon juice. Very low mana. Drives even being chased down by a ghoul. Believe it or not. Bear's also continuing to fall. And this could be a fairly quick GG. Demon Hunter survives one more time. It's almost impossible for him now to really keep fighting. And so 1-0 takes the first map. The favorite here does prevail. Sock versus 1-0 also had like a plus 23 int Lich. Plus 23 int? That is crazy. What was that, like 3 robes? I didn't quite see that game, I think. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I did see 1-0 versus Sock. Maybe you mean a different one. Here, strong performance by 1-0. Looking very solid in this matchup. Sini, for the first time, looking a little bit outclassed, perhaps, in this lower bracket. But of course, it was only map 1. Plenty of opportunity to come back into the game. As we're gonna have map 2 coming up in a moment. Where is it? There it is. All right. Off we go. Map number 2. Concealed Hill. This was also the map where Sini was able to beat Happy, by the way. We got the 1 map win. So let's join right in. Thank you, Fucksmith D. Opelks. Now I get it. Fucksmith Doppelix. Oh man. That name had me confused there for a second. Thank you for the resub. Whew. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry for the cough. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like cursed this week. Yesterday I was sneezing and had a runny nose like crazy. Today, no more sneezing, no more runny nose. But I'm coughing. I'll die. It was better before this. When I wasn't talking, I guess it wasn't getting triggered so much. Maybe we're gonna do a little bit of more quiet time in the quiet moments today. DK versus Demon Hunter. Again. I don't think there's going to be any change in heroes, to be fair. Maybe on Tidehunters there might be a keeper. But other than that, I think this is going to be it. Remo, you could buy cetirizine for allergies. Yep, I have that. I use that. It doesn't do much. Thanks for the concern, though. Fast level 2. And 1-0 this time. Oh! Oh, he's going for a tower push. I have not seen the strategy work in many months. Oh, nice play here with the Wisp. Aggroing the creeps. Took out one ghoul already. Oh, the Acolyte's about to die. Oh, beautiful counter. Sini. Oh, but it's fake. It's a fake push, you guys. In fact, 1-0 is expanding. Is attacking, I mean. And Sini, he started to attack a while ago. Wasn't even concerned. That's a big lead for Sini. Concealed Hill. This seems to be his map. Against Happy also here, he was looking really good. Oh, DK getting blocked over here. Nice play with the Archer. Saving her as well. Little bonk from the Ancient of War, but of course the DK gets away thanks to the aura. Oh. DK doesn't have a TP. Should be fine though, right? Wait. Oh! He could run him down with Immolation. Hold on. Oh, there's a Wisp! Oh, Sini with the Wisp and the burn and the kill. Wow, he is so far ahead. Almost level 3 Demon Hunter already. Well, how different a map can look. One to 0. At the moment, he can't do anything. Level 1 still. Yikes. Alright. 1 to 0 needs to do something to come back into this game. Tripping up the natural here. Getting level 2 finally. That's a Cloak of Flames. Do you keep that? Or do you sell it, I wonder?
A player's forces are under attack.
Does Immolation stack? No. Says it right here. Does not stack with Immolation. Would be cool if it did. Alright. Sini looking marvelous. Tier 3 soon to be done. This game he is hardly behind the undead tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter readily awaiting 1 to 0 to move out. 1 to 0 has been able to rebuild after this catastrophic early game. He's about to have Ghoul Frenzy. He's got level 3 DK. Orb gonna be picked up. And Destroyers. Double mana burn. The Demon Hunter Dream. Second burn. Another village though. But that is so much mana drained already. Really good Demon Hunter play here. And then Rejuve should soon be ready.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, here we go. Demon nicely healing up. Got some good items. Got the orb already. This is the perfect situation. Having the Naga level 3 this early is fantastic. Fog Lightning against the ghouls. She also has tons of mana. No third hero yet for 1 to 0. This should be a fight that clearly favors Sini. Bit of a miss on that one Fog Lightning, but whatever. Coil forced, I guess. Alright, now we got all the bears in the mix as well. Immolation Fog Lightning here could do huge damage. Demon Hunter not turning on Immolation at the moment. Lacking a little bit of damage there, but the bears are doing the damage. Naga for him in trouble quickly as well. But passes the Immo Potion nicely. And gonna find the kill on the enemy Naga easily. No invul transfer in time. The banner burns. Fog Lightning! Oi! Before the invul. 1 to 0. Reacting a bit too slowly. And that is the 1-1. Excellent Demon game. 1-0, trying to get away with a cheeky one with a quick tower push. But Sini perfectly prepared against it. Good play with the Wisp. Perfect reaction. That was again a pretty quick game here. We don't have the long macro matches just yet. Oh, but the long macro match might be coming now, because next up we have Twisted Meadows for our next map. Big map, lots of creeps, and I always remember that even way back when 1-0 was always a fan of this map, even when it was still non-force cross. Twice shy with the resubs, says get well soon. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm not really sick. I mean, if I am, I just have a bit of a cold. But this cough, dude. Oh, man. Very persistent today. I'm sorry. I was wondering, dude. Like, is this just allergies? Like, what's going on? First I have crazy sniffles. Then I have the cough. Is it just allergies or is it something else? So I did a COVID test this morning. But it's not COVID. So, yeah. I don't really know. Feels like my lungs are somehow compromised. I hope it's going to be gone in a few days. Especially for RaRaLand. RaRaLand now less than 1 week away. August 1st, RaRaLand opens its doors next week, Thursday.
Players' forces are under attack.
Alright, first big moment of the game. This first creep camp. Is 1-0 going to come to harass it? He's got 4 ghouls moving out, and he's also got a skull. Oh, this could just be a fast expo. Whoops, running into the creeps by accident. That is not exactly ideal. This can be difficult to figure out for the Night Elf. This can be difficult to scout. It's such a big map. So many places the unit could go. Of course, we know where he is. Could deny. Oh, Archer, no! No! You had so much to live for! No! Rip. As the only Archer for a long time. That hurts a lot to be losing that one, to be honest. 1-0 finding the perfect item here. Claws +8, hallelujah. Seems like Sini was able to figure out what's going on, but a bit too late to harass right away.
Players' forces are under attack.
But it might be a fake expo. We don't see a... God damn it. We don't see a haunted here yet. So Scene just gonna go for the counter expansion. Nice and early. Before the tech. Gonna take out the Acolyte. And 1-0 going for quite the big attack. Lots of ghouls coming as well. Another acolyte being sent out. Oh, Ancient of War going down means low creeping possibilities for the mid game. Right now, Sini only has 2 mercs. Oh, and the Skelly! Saw the Tree of Life! But right now, 1-0 is on the hunt for some wisps. And indeed, some are going down. While we have the expansion now coming, and there's so much pressure. And of course, 1-0 knows still about this tree. I'm not sure if he... I don't think he has the damage though, right? Seems like Sini should be able to save this one. Oh, or is he? If Sini holds here, he is still very much in the game. Oh, it's close! Tree of Life! No way. Oh! Oh! The detonate! Oh, and the kill! He didn't cancel! He triggered the detonate with the skellies, so he couldn't repair. Man, that was so close. That was so damn close. I thought he had it. I thought he had it, but he didn't. All the resources gone. Yeah, and if there had been one more archer, this would have been a different story, eh? Sad. Alright, next try. No way. Is he gonna scout this as well? That would be kind of sick. Oh, does he see it? Did he see it? It was nighttime. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like he did. We have a Hunter's Hall coming, but lumber is pretty low on the Night Elf side. Tech, of course, 1-0. Quite late. But the expansion is pretty secure already. This is one of the big strengths of Undead. Once you have a narrow tower at the expo with Blight, it's a very strong position for the Undead.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
This expansion, though, will be allowed to finish. So that's good. But without Nature's Blessing, it's going to take a long time to go over here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wonder doesn't seem to mind too much. Creeping out a bit now himself. Gonna get level 3. Ready to take up more soon. Wonder has tons and tons of resources.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Tree. On a slow, slow path. Oh man, the low lumber is a problem. He would love to go to tier 3 already. Go for bears, maybe even go for like a Talon army. Crows against destroyers. Because the under tier 3 is quickly coming.
Under attack.
Double crypt, double slaughterhouse. Alright, at 9 minutes and 10 seconds, finally the tree's being entangled, so shortly after 10 minutes, Sini can benefit from the expo. He's got a shredder now. If this game goes very, very late, Sini is set up well for success. He's got sick late game heroes, Demon Hunter and Panda. He could have high-tech, big upgrades soon, but he needs time. Time is what he needs the most. Which 1-0 might not give him. Wand of Negation, by the way. Was that a misclick? Oh, yeah, that was a misclick. I feel like most of the time when I see Anders buy this item, it was a misclick. The big push is coming. Ghouls are on the way. Got a good number of fiends already. Sini not yet in upkeep.
Players' forces are under attack.
This is kind of a nice position on the AP. But if 1-0 pushes into the main base, then this will do nothing. More items being sold. 1-0 still rich. He could go for way more heal scrolls here. I'm kind of surprised he's not doing it. But here we go. 20 supply lead. 1-0 ready to spring the trap. The big push after the fast expo that Sini may not be ready for yet. Good first Drunken Haze Breath of Fire, but no follow-up damage, no kills on these ghouls. And now we also have destroyers, and that is basically 80 supply for 1-0. Army size difference here is looking quite intense. Sini finally did push into upkeep, but lost a bear again before master training. Trying to go for crows here. But it doesn't have web, in fact. But of course you could research it easily. Good damage on the ghouls, but they're all still alive. There's also still the heal scroll. Moonwell's starting to fall. At some point, Sini has to try to hold. And I guess that point is now. Ooh, ghouls now took a little damage, but there was the heal scroll. Healed up again. Panda cannot heal enough to save from the target fire. And he dies. And 1-0 takes the lead again on map 3. Pretty straightforward game by 1-0. Fast expansion. Hoping that he wouldn't get harassed and wouldn't get scouted at the start. And I guess that kind of was the way it worked out. And then macro up, go for the push. And the expo cancel there, of course, was the big neck breaker that made a comeback here. Impossible. If that one archer hadn't died, this could have been a very different looking game. As 1-0 takes this map. And next up, Sini's gonna have his map pick. It seems like Concealed Hill is his best map. That one is gone already, unfortunately. But maybe there's some other good ones. If you can get off to a good start with the Demon Hunter, we saw what that can be delivering. Maybe today is the day for another crazy upset. Of course, Sini getting this far, nobody would have expected. Back in the group, Sini was able to beat Moon 2-1. Lost to Happy in the upper bracket, but then defeated Remind. 4-1 Focus. Now, his biggest challenge yet in the lower bracket with 1-2-0. But if he wins the next map, then we're still in very even territory. Pressure, though, on Sini still now, because if he loses this map, he goes down 1-3, and that is very, very difficult to come back from. Thank you, Kill Wilp, for the resub. Appreciate that. We have to wait 1 minute here for the game to be ready, and then we're going to join onto map number 4. By the way, today there's also another sick tournament going on. It is called the Mount Hyjal Cup 3, and this is sorry. Sick lineup today. Happy facing 3 challengers today in this tournament. My plan was to do our first series at the beginning with, Sini versus 1-2-0. And then we do these matches. And in the end, we could be doing the last match of the B Cup. These should be all best of 3, I would certainly assume. And yeah, Happy versus Sock. Happy versus Lyn. Ooh. Happy versus Colorful, I'm afraid, might be a bit one-sided. We'll see. But the other 2 matches, bro, that is amazing. Lol, let's watch those. Yeah, we will. But they start later on. And it would be kind of weird if we don't finish this series. So we're going to finish this series first. And then we're gonna get to see what Happy is gonna bring to the table along with the other players. Happy 3-0 versus 3 no-names. Lyn, the second highest rated player in the world, is a no-name, you say? That's a daring statement, sir. Okay, Last Refuge. Understandable map pick for Sini, I would say. Here also, Demon Hunter creeping. Demon Hunter pressure, normally very strong. And a difficult map to expand on, paradoxically, you might say. Despite the fact that the expansion here is easy to creep, it's not so easy to expand. Because the Elf can show up right away to harass with the item, bring wisps, get ready for detonates. So normally, on this map, Undead doesn't fast expand. There are some exceptions though. Also, it was yesterday when Moon played against Labby, and here Labby played a really strong game. Who played Lich first, Expo. But that is kind of a Labby special. So here it is, DK Ghouls once more. Get better soon, Remo. I got Corona typical influenza symptoms. Great thing. Yeah. Yeah, I was very worried this morning. You know, when I had this heavy cough, I was like, what the hell is this? Because normally, you know, I have lots of experience with allergies, let me tell you. And normally, a heavy cough like I have today, which I'm sorry for. I imagine there's going to be quite a few people today who are going to be triggered because I'm coughing all the time and they have to turn off the sound. I understand. It's not very pleasant. Not for me and not for you. But yeah, the point is, yeah, normally I don't get a cough from allergies, you know? It's like, I have a runny nose, I'm sneezing, and my face is itching everywhere. But a cough, that's unusual. So, yeah, this morning I was wondering if perhaps it might be something else, and I did the COVID test, but it it was negative. Oh, 1-0 though. He's got the skull. Is he really going to commit for this expansion? This might just be a fake expo. We'll find out. Demon Hunter is joining. Acolyte is joining. Immolation first. Oh, money detonate. Acolyte taken out. Good play right here. Yeah, this is kind of the norm on this map. Night Elf can play very well aggressively against it because they can arrive here so early. And the ghoul goes down. Demon Hunter level 2. Looks like a big lead for Sini already. 1-0 falling back. Taking up now. Many years ago, I used to smoke. And sometimes, when I smoked way too much, also I would be, you know, cursed with a cough. Kind of reminds me of that. I'm so glad I quit smoking, by the way. Ugh, it was so nasty. 1-0 here. Pretty unusual, creeping the Merc camp this early. But it's very normal for Night Elves to creep this camp at this time, so he feels like he's safe to do it. And indeed he is. The Demon Hunter here doesn't have good items yet, but these are very good items for the Naga. 1-0 finds the Scourge Bone Chimes, which are okay for the ghouls, but I don't think that good. Do you have a phlegm buildup? Yes! That's what I'm coughing up all the time. Down in my lungs there's constantly phlegm gathering. And I imagine this must sound very appealing. Yeah, I'm coughing that stuff up all the time. So weird, man. Yesterday, 0 coughs. But sneezes all day. Today, 0 sneezes. But coughing all day. Who knows what it's going to be tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow I'm going to have my spleen rupture or something. Let's see. Oh, nice coil before the demon shows up. We have boots on both sides, by the way. Normally when I goes boots, that means Naga second. And there she is. Some very strong items for the Naga here indeed. And I think not a single unit died yet, if I saw this right. Runny nose plus back pain tomorrow confirmed. Oh nice, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had back pain in a long time actually. Funnily enough, the most severe time, one of the most severe times where I had back pain, sort of involved Neo. So we've been doing Back to Warcraft for a long time, right? And many years ago, Before I turned 30, I would oftentimes make fun of Neo's age, because he's like 2 years older than me, or 2.5. I would also always call him the grandpa, right? And ask him if he's, you know, going to the retirement home soon, all that stuff. And then he always told me, just you wait. Just you wait until you turn 30. And then you're going to feel your own body breaking down. Oh, hold up. You're going to feel your own body breaking down. And then you're not going to be so quippy anymore. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Ain't going to happen to me. What's the magic difference between 29 and 30? That doesn't even make sense, bro. What are you? Numberist? I was always very eloquent, as you can tell. And, dude, I kid you not, I turned 30, and within the same week, all of a sudden, I got severe back pain, like I never had before. And because I'm an honest bloke, of course I I said it. And there was Neo. There was Neo saying, ha! Ha! You see? You see what I said? You see what I told you? And indeed, he was right. Once I turned 30, dude, instantly. Ah, my back was giving up. But it get better again later. And that's why they call me the prophet. Yeah, I guess so. Yo, Sini is getting a lot of kills here, by the way. Took out a bunch of ghouls, again playing with a strong level 3 Demon Hunter. This seems to be his key to victory. Takes out the next fiend. He's gonna get this ghoul as well. Sini is owning 1-2-0 so far. Oh, might get the Naga as well. Couple more right clicks. Ooh, that was close. Zero wants to get a bit of revenge here. Doing so before the tier 3 timing. Gonna get a big kill on the Burzy. Possibly. Oh, don't tell me he gets away. Oh, turns around. Burzy dies. Demon Hunter kill would put 1-0 back in the game. Demon is very hurt here. But also quite fast. And already almost level 4. That's kind of crazy. Man, he's got crap items though. He's got like nothing. He sold the robe! Oh my god. Sini sold the robe earlier. That's criminal. That's such a good Naga item. I don't like that.
Players' forces are under attack.
Remo, you sound like my stalker dude when he dies from radiation. Ah, maybe you need tea. Ah, you mean Stalker the video game? I thought you meant like Stalker, like, you know, criminal shadowing of another person. I was like, how does he know that I'm a stalker? Okay, 1-0 seems to be stabilizing. He lost a lot of ghouls in the early game. Almost lost the Naga, but now taking a big creep camp. Demon Hunter sells those. The one of the wind. DK actually also very high level. Maybe I was getting a bit overhyped for Sini. I felt like he was super far ahead, but maybe it's not that big of a gap. 1-0 getting ready to push into the Night Elf main base. Losing the shop can oftentimes be painful when you don't have the orb yet. But Sini has the orb, so losing the shop isn't that big of a deal. He also has the staff. And he's got the Warsong Battle Drums, not bad. Getting some more experience here. Naga almost in level 3. Bear gonna eat the Coil Nova, and that's a big kill for 1-0 right away. Demon Hunter, low mana here by the way, doesn't have much mana burn that he can use. Inward Potion forced, out of mana now. DK taking a lot of damage, but also Sini losing a lot of army very quickly. What the hell, where did the army go? All of a sudden, 2 heroes and 2 dryads is all that's left. Despite a seemingly very good early game for Sini. all of a sudden everything's falling apart. Oh god, this Naga is getting absolutely ripped to shreds. And so ends map 4. I thought Sini was in a good spot. Wasn't that a good early game? Seemed like a good early game. Level 3 demon so fast. Was able to find a lot of kills. Contest for the shop early on. Was able to work around his Dryad and Naga power pretty well. I gotta say, I really don't like that he sold the robe. That is so much bonus damage on the Naga over time. And also more mana. But it is what it is, and now 1-0 is up with 3-1. And if he wins the next one, that will be an early end to our first series of the day. Gonna take a moment though until we can start the next map. Thank you, by the way, Orc Prizzle with the resub. Happy partner anniversary, he says. Thank you. Yeah, apparently it is our partner anniversary at the moment. We've been getting lots of congratulations, which was very nice to hear. And the timing is right to celebrate, because of course, in less than 1 week, it is time for RaRaLand, starting on August 1st. That is next week, Thursday. From Thursday to Sunday, many of the best players in the world, and many hobbyist players as well, and viewers are going to come to Dortmund, Germany. And of course, Neo and I are going to be there. QB is going to be there again. And a lot of familiar faces, I'm sure. Labyrinth apparently is also making the long way from South Korea. Seems like Hitman unfortunately won't be joining, but there will be tons of good players for sure. All right. Next map now has been selected. Autumn Leaves. Still a rare sight for us, even for me. And I'm someone who watches basically all the tournaments all the time. But Autumn Leaves is something that even I don't get to see often because most tournaments don't feature the map. But this one does. And I always felt like Autumn Leaves was underplayed. I feel like Autumn Leaves is so much better of a map compared to, for example, Turtle Rock. Or also Echo Isles. And I would also prefer to have it instead of Last Refuge. Not because Last Refuge is a bad map. It's a great map. But we've seen it for like 15 years. In case any tournament organizer is listening to me from China, please, more Autumn Leaves. But I believe they are probably rather listening to Infi's stream. Speaking of streamers, 1-0 is also streaming his first person today. Would be a pretty short series if we close out on this next map already. It does seem like Sini is a bit predictable in this matchup. Demon Hunter all the time. Dryad Bears all the time. Sini isn't going to deviate. Unlike a Moon, for example, who can play many, many different styles. It makes this one of his strengths. I feel like this is really the most obvious in the Night Elf camp of pro players. The two schools of thought, you know. One is the innovative side. There's a spider right there behind my monitor. Little tiny spider, though. I hope it's going to let me live. Yeah, some Night Elves are On the innovative side, trying to strategize their way to victory and win through surprise oftentimes, be proactive and try to lay traps. Lawlight falls in that category. Moon, Foggy, many of the most legendary players of the past. Also very entertaining playstyle with so much novelty, of course. And then there's the complete opposite. The guys who you know what they're going to do. They're going to do the same thing basically every time, and they focus purely on execution, on doing it as well as possible. It's a dichotomous relationship, but it exists also in with strong representation. I guess there's more of those players. You know, the Colorfuls, the Kahos, the Sinis as well. They're pretty predictable most of the time. Sini has really made great leaps forward. It's almost like a Freudian slip. From the days back then when we knew him only as a qualifier player. And he never managed to qualify really for anything. He was known to us primarily because he was Foggy's practice partner. Never was able to reach the same heights as Foggy. But Sini right now, as I have said a bunch of times already, is in the best shape of his life. In a tough position now, of course, to win this series, being down 1-3. But a top 6 run here already is really, really amazing for him. By far the best that I can remember in his career. Thank you, Freedom15 with the resub, and Rage Piggledy. I like that name. Thank you for the resub. Team Heather first again. Here is, again, back to the point of predictability. And that opening is very predictable these days as well. DK Ghouls, it is always. Unless Labby might bust out a Lich first. But where this build goes isn't so clear. It could be a fast expansion. It could just be a straight up tech. It could be early harass to hunt down wisps. It could be a tower push. Although, I gotta say, I think tower push is very, very weak these days. When is Moon versus Lyn happening? So the plan right now... sorry. Plan right now is to finish this series. And then we're gonna hop over to the Mount Highjaw Cup, because there's also amazing games happening. and and after that, we're going to do Moon versus Lyn. And it's unfortunately, you know, the thing when the tournaments overlap. There's so many cool games going on, and we're going to have to, you know, stagger them a bit. But it is no expansion this time, just a normal tech on one base. Sini's gonna follow up in a moment. And just a bit of careful creeping at the start here. Both getting the items they want. Ring versus Claws. Remo hangover confirmed. That is the third time now that somebody says something to that effect. which I find funny. I have had many hangovers in my life. And some of them were brutal. Where I was debating with Christ if living was worth it anymore. But never once did a hangover cause me to have a cough. Is that a thing for you guys? Or what do you mean by this? Do you mean like a hangover that was also including mass cigarettes? And that's why you would have a cough? Like I don't get it. What does a hangover have to do with a cough? Is it not COVID? No. I did the COVID test this morning. I am negative. The spiders got him. Oh my god, dude. That would be my nightmare. So I kind of hate spiders. The small ones are okay. But big spiders, I'm actually terrified of. I hate spiders. Dude, imagine if spiders, out of revenge for me, for my hatred, if like dozens of them crawled into my mouth and down my lungs last night. And that's why I have this cough. Oh my god, dude. That's a nightmare. I shouldn't even say that out loud. Only level 1 Demon Hunter. That's a bit of a problem. Naga pressure now by 1-0. He's got boots as well. This is not a good game for Sini. He was trying to be aggressive, trying to put 1-0 on notice. But now he's stuck with a level 1 Demon Hunter. That is really bad. Alright, Ghoul pushed into the main base. Lore cancel would be sick. But if you go for the lores, then probably ghouls will die. They're still going for it. This almost never happens. Normally the Undead has never this strong of an early attack to be able to cancel a lore, but he does get it. Ooh, and it slows down the Dryads. It also slows down the tech. Oh, that is so bad for CD. Oh, need some return kills. Don't tell me. Oh my god, the Ghoul even gets away. Despite the demon having boots, he wasn't able. Ghoul was running away. He's like, yes, freedom! He was like the orcs, you know, in Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, running into the forest being like, oh, we're away, we're away! And then the Ents wake up. Smack bang! Cutting them down. Oh, and a surround on the Naga. Damn, 1-0 here. Playing this really well. The Naga, oh, might actually, no, might not get away. And that's what the boots are for, by the way. So the Naga can run away when she's hurt to not die to the Demon Hunter. Level 1 Demon Hunter. Hoi. This is a catastrophic game for Sini so far. Only a single Dryad at the moment. Tier 3. Soon to be ready. There's a small window here. If Sini could strike right now, before tier 3 undead, while these units are hurt, this would have been perfect for him. But Sini is feeling a bit too afraid after this terrible early game. He's just creeping up somewhat passively. Needs to get that level 3 Demon Hunter desperately. DK got the level 3 already. The ghouls are moving out. Lich almost ready.
player's forces are under attack.
Okay, that's a good item for the Demon Hunter. And he was able to catch up pretty well. This is level 3 at long last for the Demon. DK though also finding a mana stone right here. That is the item of your dreams. Invuln for the Lich. And now the Undead army is ready. This would be the perfect game for an expansion here. What's there though? Going for the push. Trying to finish the game right here, right now. $50 versus 40 supply right now. See, he needs more time. He needs more units. Oh, catching one fiend here in the back, maybe, but there is a quick response.
A player's forces are under attack.
1-0 pulled Sini away from the main base. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage right away. Invo Potion forced early on in the fight. Missing the Dispel against the Rejuve. First mistake by 1-0 here. Rejuve running through fully. Might be able to steal the item. Nope, DK got it. One of mana steal. Very good item against Demon Hunter. And apparently 1-0 is just keeping on creeping. Gonna get the big red camp item here. Sini trying to creep up himself. Level 3 Naga would be big. Level 4 Demon would be pretty big. Catgas Pipe. Oh my, oh my. If there's one item that undeads dream of, it is the pipe. I wouldn't smoke a pipe today. I got too much of a cough. But I think 1-0 will enjoy these inhales quite a bit. And now the push is coming in earnest. TP in from the Bears. Defensive. Mana burn the Lich to start things off. 1-0 thinking about chasing after the Naga, but good reposition here by Sini. The Ghoul's taking quite a bit of damage at the start. Heal Scroll was forced to right away, and the Lich is taking a lot of damage here. But good positioning of the Death Knight. Staying away from the Demon Hunter for a long time. Now the Demon connects to Mana Burn. But already a lot of his army has disappeared. The Bears are all gone. Another Heal Scroll comes in, and the Demon Hunter is very hurt with the staff getting away. Tons of armor on the Demon, which is really good. But apparently not good enough. Sini trying to get the late game tech rolling. Oh, double level up here from the Dryad kill. 4-3-3 levels. That is so strong for the undead. Tons of destroyers here. Oh my god, the Bears have nothing left to contribute. And Sini is now eliminated. A great run for Sini ends here. Top 6, a wonderful result for him. But in the top 4, it is 1-0, making his way through. And so our first series of the B Cup today comes to an end. Pretty quick one, actually. Alright, and like I said earlier, the plan is now to switch over to the other tournament, the Mount Highjaw Cup. Because the games here are too good to say no to. Happy versus Sock is the next game here coming up, followed by Happy versus Lyn, by the way. These games are so crazy. Sick. So, we're gonna go into a quick break. I was messaging with Neo because, as you can tell, I have quite the cough today. So Neo is going to be able to take over here at some point, but he was doing some meetings and stuff, other work. So, okay, he's saying that he can take over right away, I believe. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. My cough is terrible today. I hope I didn't annoy you too much. Tomorrow I'm back. Hopefully better. I'm going to be watching because these games are amazing. Thank you all very much. I'll be back tomorrow.